surrounding the proposed entry to Canada by Julien Blanc. He's a notorious pickup artist who writes books and gives seminars on how to quote-unquote pick up women. And there's been a social media campaign to have him barred entry to Canada, preventing him from entering Canada. And in Australia, the immigration minister, in fact, did just that in terms of allowing him to enter Australia. Why? Well, morally, the minister, I suppose, found it offensive that he was promoting some misogynist ideas about, picking up women and using some, underhanded techniques, etc. Look, it may be the case that this guy is morally offensive, controversial, someone who you definitely don't want your daughter to date. But is that a ground for denying him entry into a democratic and supposedly free country? Absolutely not. This gentleman, or let's not call him a gentleman, this speaker is not violating anyone's rights, is not going out there and hurting anybody physically. He may be saying some controversial things which are very offensive, but how do you fight against that? You protest, you counter his ideas, but you don't get the government to put a wall in front of him so he can't exercise his mobility rights that we all take for granted, unfortunately. So, look, I'm not saying I'm in support of, in any way, shape, or form of his ideas, but I do defend his right to speak. And the freedom of speech is extremely, extremely important in a free and democratic society. In Canadian law, individuals are not permitted to enter Canada based on criminality and or posing a danger to the public. Communicable diseases in some cases could result in a bar of entry. There are some legitimate grounds for the government to deny your entry, and if you want to enter and if you fit in one of those categories, you can apply for a temporary resident permit, which would, if it's approved, would allow you to enter Canada for a limited time. But this individual has committed no offense, is not a danger to the public in terms of the potential of committing an offense. So I really think that the government should not use its power to moralize, to prevent individuals based on what it perceives as morally offensive grounds. That's a dangerous and slippery slope, and Canadians should be well aware of the dangers of allowing the government to dictate morality using its power for entry and exits to Canada. Thank you and have a great day.